I'm a simple gamer. I see Dragon Ball and I'm already on top of it. Even if it's the worst of the worst. I was told by my chap to play one of the worst Dragon Ball games in existence. Sure, there are many out there, but today we'll be playing Dragon Ball Sagas. Sagas is an action-adventure beat-em-up released on March 22nd, 2005. Sagas was sold to us as a never-before-seen released gaming success. Something that changed the world. The hypest shit you'll ever see. You don't believe me? Okay, look at this.
It goes where no Dragon Ball Z game has gone before. Everywhere. Introducing Dragon Ball Z Sagas, the first ever Dragon Ball Z action-adventure game.
Imagine being that young hyped-up teenager in front of your TV, seeing your favorite anime, and knowing that you can explore the world that you've only seen on TV. This is enough to get your testosterone flowing in all the wrong places. Loading up the game, I'm introduced to Goku's backstory, along with the history of the beautiful Saiyan race. The thing about this game is that it'll provide us with a visual context of the story by using clips straight from the show. This same cutscene will then sum up Goku's adventures from Dragon Ball all the way up to a certain point in Z. The narrator tells us that this adventure will depend on us. Fair warning, if you've never seen Dragon Ball before, you will have the majority of the story spoiled for you in a matter of 2 minutes. The adventure will then begin with going to meet Raditz, Goku's older brother. At the start of every chapter, we're given a list of objectives and we're required to do them so we can move forward and complete the said chapter. That being said, we'll start out on a green plains area and I'll get my bearings with the controls. We have square for punch, triangle for kick, circle for key base attacks, X to jump, double tapping X begins flight mode, R1 for block, R2 for teleport, which we'll unlock later, L1 for lock on, L2 to display your stats and items picked up, and start to pause. Starting off, we'll be fighting the Cybermen, the main enemy of this game. Now sure, there's androids, Frieza Force grunts, and Cell Juniors, but the Cybermen? They're literally everywhere. Everyone got these vitamins. Now that we're in combat, let's take a look at what we're working with. We have our character window with a red bar indicating your health, a yellow bar indicating key, along with the current button inputs. This is mainly used to assist you with getting your combos off correctly. Let me not forget the dragon radar on the top right. This will display your current map layout and highlight key items if they're required for the objective. After we clear the first round of Cybermen, we'll be moving forward and pick up a red capsule. This red capsule will refill a bit of our health and it'll also fill in this bar on the left. The reason for this is because once you collect a certain amount of red capsules, your max health will increase. That same function can be applied to the yellow capsules, which is for key. Another round of Cybermen and we'll come across a reddish species of Cybermen. This one is going to be throwing projectiles that will interrupt all attacks and combos, and I've also noticed that they're usually on ledges, so lobbing a quick key attack with circle will do the trick for you. A few more feet ahead and we're going to be introduced to 2 new pickups, Z coins and Senzu beans. Z coins are the current currency in Sagas used to unlock new abilities and combos. Senzu beans are your extra lives. As you've seen in the show, you can revive yourself and heal from almost anything. You can only carry a max of 3 at a time. Trust me, Kami will remind you. Played a lot of Ratchet and Clank.
Only carry 3 Senzu beans at a time.
Kami, what bullshit is this?
3?
Moving on, and we'll come across a blockade in the upgrade station. Master Roshi will give us advice on how to progress. We'll need to purchase a special move to destroy the bigger boulders. Realizing I don't have enough Z coins for this, I came to the realization that I could use my normal key attacks to destroy the rocks that are all around the map. These could contain more Z coins or red and yellow capsules for the upgrades. So I went ahead and backtracked all the way to the beginning and started making my rounds. I've picked up the rest of the items I could find and I returned to the upgrade station and I purchased the special move, the Kamehameha. Holding down the key attack begins the special move, and once I release the key button, we break free from the rocks and we're able to move on to the next portion of the area. With this round of Cabbage Patch Kids out of the way, Raditz is going to be out there in the distance waiting to squabble with us. Gohan right now is on like 2 million.
The Earth's 2 greatest fighters confront the Saiyan invader Raditz.
Is this copyright if I'm literally watching anime? Look at this! Oh. Hold on. Pause. Raditz, hold on. Goku, please, get up. Block, man. Block! Please! That's right, hit him with the ultimate. I don't know where he is. Ooh, he hit him. Did I really just wash Raditz? Let's go, baby. Let's go. With Raditz being drilled by Piccolo, pause, we move on to the next chapter. The Mighty Baldy. Alright, Goku's dead, King Kai training arc, Saiyan coming in on space balls, blow some shit up, plant some Flintstone vitamins. Now we got Gohan. It's time for him to shine. Oh, look at that. We're introduced to bigger Cybermen. I guess they're on that chicken and broccoli diet, huh? These bigger vitamins have the ability to do this AoE attack, which is so green and blinding. Oh, let's not forget these Jimmy Neutron ones. They have the ability to summon lesser Cybermen to the fight, creating many more annoyances than I need. That being said, here we are. It's time to fight Mr. Clean, the Saiyan WWE Raw superstar, and his vegetable sidekick. But before we fight him, the Z Fighters come in to whoop some ass.
One by one, the Z Warriors fall, until only Piccolo and Gohan are left as the Earth's last line of defense.
Well, Gohan, do your thing, champ. You got it. This fight is no joke. Actually, none of these fights are really that easy, but Nappa is especially annoying. Since he can summon Cybermen mid-fight with full health, it's hard to manage this all around. I personally despise this mechanic, so I focused on Nappa while ignoring the Cybermen as much as possible. There we go! I'm eating right now! Oh my fucking god! Gohan did what he could, and if you know DBZ, you know what's next. It's time for Goku to come in and shine. Piccolo is dead.
I really miss my nigga.
Goku's back in the picture and it's time to fight Vegeta. But before that, Vegetable blows up Captain Baldy after he lost his belt to us, because I guess he's useless now? I guess? Doesn't that mean there's like 4 Saiyans left? Is he stupid? This fight teaches me that Sagas doesn't really care how fair you expect things to be. There are health and ki capsules hidden in the rocks, so if you're low on health or ki, you're gonna have to run around shooting all the rocks, all while the boss is blasting at you. A few tries later and Vegeta's whooped. Look at him running away now. Come here, Vegeta, why are you running? I never mentioned this, but Sagas really summarizes the story pretty well for new DBZ fans to follow. It takes key points that are required to briefly understand what's going on and why we're doing what we're doing. Now, sure, it's not perfect, but Sagas covers 195 episodes of Dragon Ball Z. I'm giving them some credit for squeezing it into 4 hours of gameplay. With Goku recovering from the hospital, we're given a breakdown of the events adding up to the point of where we end up on Namic. All in all, with Green Giant dead, Green God is dead. So no Dragon Balls to revive the Z Squad. So we're gonna have to head all the way to Namic, Kami's home planet, to persuade the Green Men to allow us to use their dragon for our wishes. But unfortunately, we're not the only ones with that idea. Vegeta's on the scene and now we're going to be navigating through Namic, taking down the members of the Frieza Force this time around. There really isn't much of a difference between the enemies in this game, it's just the models. So I won't be really covering them that much at this point. As Vegetable, we're going to be looking for the Namekian Dragon Balls at any means necessary. That means killing a few grunts, gentrifying a couple neighborhoods, and finding what we got to do to progress the story. After some time, the game cuts to give us a recap of Goku's recovery and his journey in space towards Namic. Here we go with Mr. You Do Well and his big boy gang. Every single DBZ game you have to fight Raccoon. This shit sucks. Yep, show Raccoon's butt again, because we want to see this for the 50th time. This kid Gohan about to get washed out. Hold on, even with how bad I just whooped Raccoon, apparently I struggled? Alright. With Goku arriving on scene, he takes out Raccoon in record time, leaving him bent over, literally. This fight is pretty long since they're switching roles on who fights me directly and who shoots from the background, with the occasional super attack that they do together. Ooh, brother's gone, he's gone.
Dead.
What's Jace doing? Jace escaped to go play with his butthole somewhere. As soon as I take down Birder, Vegeta comes in to take my kill, and Jace runs his bitch ass away to grieve his lover's death. Yeah, Jace runs like a little bitch every single time. And now we're back to Planet Namek so we can roam around and find some more Dragon Balls. Defeating more members of the Frieza Force while moving forward will trigger another cutscene where Jace comes back with his daddy Ginyu, and it's time to squabble with him as well. We'll team up with Vegeta as Goku to fight the Booty Bandits and to take down... Well, okay, there goes Vegeta. Beating Ginyu means that he'll decide that our body is too good to let go, so he wants it for himself. Hey, yo! I know what you're thinking. To provide more context, Ginyu changes bodies to any being that is stronger than him. There's no proof or idea of what Ginyu's original body looks like, but this time around, Ginyu damages himself to near death, and he succeeds in body switching with Goku, leaving Goku with a weaker and damaged body.
No! I can't bear to see you this way, Daddy!
Ginyu then pimp smacks Krillin,
Hey, Krillin! Look out!
and Vegeta comes in to save his best friend from his own body. Right, you like when Jace goes home and tickles your butt cheeks like he's Meek Mill or something? You like that, Ginyu? You guys like switching bodies as a little kink? Since Ginyu can't use all of Goku's power, the Prince of No One clears him out. Then Jace wants to save his daddy, so we blow him to pieces. Back to playing as Vegeta and where to escort Dende to the few Z warriors that are left. Let's take a quick pause here. Gaming has a really bad history of escort missions. It's either the AI is beyond stupid, weak, or just slow that it becomes a walking simulator. But this game, surprisingly for how bad it is, they did really well here. Dende isn't the main target unless I'm too far, he keeps the pace the same as yours, and he kinda stays out of combat. So I gotta give them big props here. As we get Dende through the map of enemies, Dende will then get the Dragon Ball sorted and start the ritual to summon the Dragon Porunga. With Frieza arriving on the scene, we're to hold him off as Vegeta until everyone's favorite green uncle arrives, which can be displayed with this bar at the top. With Piccolo getting his power up as a fused Namekian, Frieza transforms to his second form and we're to keep the fight going. Now we're gonna get to one of the most legendary fights in anime history ever. We start with this chapter,
Super Saiyan Goku.
During this fight, the only way we're gonna be doing any damage is to be in the Super Saiyan form. Once we're out of it, we're gonna have to build that energy back up by attacking enemies, in this case, just Frieza. This fight takes some time to get through because of the restriction, but nonetheless, it's really no biggie.
Frieza is defeated, but the victory comes at a high price as the planet Namic explodes in a fiery cloud. Back on Earth, fears run high that Goku did not escape the blast in time. The Z Warriors mourn the loss of their friend, but they vow to use the Dragon Balls to wish him back.
Now we're going to Yard Rat? This is a first to me.
A full year has passed, and the power of the Dragon Balls has been restored. Fulfilling their promise, the Z Warriors summon the dragon and wish Goku back to life. But they are shocked to learn that the dragon cannot grant this wish. Goku is still alive. For the last year, he has lived among the strange inhabitants of the planet Yard Rat, studying and mastering their fighting techniques. And now, as he prepares to embark on the long and difficult journey home, he must put those skills to the test.
What the f is this? Soba? I guess we're fighting some super Yard Rat as training before heading to Earth. Okay, look, I watched Dragon Ball for a long time in my life. I have played the games for a long time. Who the hell is Soba?
Future of Trunks. Goku succumbed to a deadly heart virus prior to the android's arrival. The remaining Z Warriors, Piccolo, Vegeta, Yamcha, Tien, Krillin, all fell before the android's awesome power. After Gohan suffers a near-fatal defeat by the androids, Trunks rushes his injured master back to his mother's underground home. Though his body is shattered and one of his arms lost, Bulma is slowly but surely able to nurse him back to health.
Here we are in Trunks' future before he went to the past to save Goku. I will say that this chapter is one of the most boring that I've done, and it doesn't help that I ran into a game-breaking glitch that caused me to restart this dread all over again. Look at that, she's going straight to sleep. Wait, where'd she go? Hello? 18? You know, we gotta continue the fight, hello? 17, do you want to tell me what the hell is going on? Bro, don't tell me I gotta start this over, because I'm gonna literally choke myself with this damn light behind me right now. Tell me I got a checkpoint.
Last hope.
The enemies here are androids that always spawn in groups of 4. This is also where I learned that this game is only balanced for co-op play at all times, so it wasn't much of a bad experience. This is basically the same feeling you get in Kingdom Hearts when groups of enemies spawn at every inch of the last world. After Gohan charges at the androids, he leaves me behind, and now we're tasked with finding the missing turbines for the time machine. Once we collect the turbines and wipe the city clean of androids, this will get us started in fighting the twin siblings, androids 17 and 18. This fight is extremely tedious due to how they're back to back, but this isn't the problem. My problem here is that I knocked 18 so far out of the map that she no longer wanted to come back to the area. No, bro, I gotta do this whole... No! So I was forced to restart and give it another try. With my lemonade? Lemonade is fire.
Endure, contend, for that alone is the sword of one who defies death.
Back to the past, we start off as Goku as we navigate West City, and our main objective is to protect Capsule Corp from the oncoming androids. We still have our Super Saiyan transformation as well. That makes destroying any enemy in our way a breeze. Once we wipe the waves of androids, a tanker drives by and that's a signal that it's over? I don't know either.
Flashback.
Guy's a maniac! Why'd he bite me?
Long left.
Oh, it's supposed to cause an explosion.
When another Saiyan steps in to finish the fight, it's
Oh look, it's Vegeta. After fighting the mother of all meteors, he too becomes Super Saiyan of legend. See kids, you can be whatever you want to be. Just keep working hard. Right, Vegeta?
I wanna be a Super Saiyan! I wanna!
We start off with Vegeta in his Super Saiyan form, which as you know is very powerful for now. Then we proceed forward as we watch Andork 19. With 19 dead, Jiro runs away and we begin searching for him to hopefully stop his plan of activating the twin androids. So we navigate throughout the map, we continue fighting prototype androids and collecting health and key capsules. Not much after, we manage to find Jiro's lab and trigger the next cutscene.
the Z Warriors blast through the doors, just in time to witness the Doctor's demise. 17 and 18 manage to activate yet another android. Number 16, Trunks calls for a retreat, but Vegeta's pride will not let him back down.
Here we are, fighting Android 18. I'm gonna redeem Vegeta's pride and destroy this walking bag of bolts because we know what happened last time. Yeah, let's not do that again. 18 is essentially the same as she was in the Future Trunks chapter. Luckily we do have Super Saiyan to make things easier for us. Not much later we bring 18's HP to 0 and Vegeta can be redeemed as a
Prince of no one.
Having been easily defeated by the androids, Piccolo travels to Kami's lookout in the hopes of fusing with the aged Namic.
With Piccolo fused with Kami, that brings him to a new height, the Super Namic. As a Super Namic, our first duty, well, second is to fight the androids looking for Goku since they decided to come to the base of operations. Arm every time. What the f just happened? As we defeat 17, one of the best DBZ fights, Cell comes in for the kill, or whatever this is.
The android is absorbed, and Cell's body begins its shocking transformation. Before Tien burst onto the scene.
Can we talk about how underrated Tien is? Tien has been training non-stop since his first appearance in Dragon Ball. And look at this.
Who the best?
You the best.
Yo, listen.
You've got to stop this right now, Tien! All you're doing is burning yourself out!
Damn!
Do you hear me, Tien? Stop!
Don't just say that shit because I'm at.
Someone give 3 Eyes his medal already and a damn power-up. Anyways, back to the cutscene.
Meanwhile, Trunks and Vegeta are hard at work within the hyperbolic time chamber.
As Trunks, we're here to train with Vegeta. The objective in this training is to succeed at doing the provided combos 8 times, before Vegeta does. Luckily I didn't buy any combos, so I stuck to the most basic one, squares or triangles.
Trunks and Vegeta emerge from the hyperbolic time chamber, more powerful than ever.
Back to playing as Vegeta, we're to take on Imperfect Cell.
Vegeta and Trunks arrive on the scene, eager to put their training in the hyperbolic time chamber to the test.
Once we bring him down to a certain amount of health, he'll run away to another part of the island, and that's where we'll chase after him. On foot, mind you, and we have Cybermen to fight, which I'm not gonna question at this point. Once we get to Cell, rinse and repeat as he heads to another portion of the island, and once we do catch up, we trigger the cutscene.
His goal finally realized, the monster undergoes his final transformation and becomes...
Look at me! I'm Trunks! Please love me, Dad!
Ah yes, here we are with Perfect Cell, one of Vegeta's dumbest mistakes he's caused. As we take on Perfect Cell, we start beating him around with no mercy. But of course, that's not how it's gonna go down.
Trunks Trunks and Vegeta resume the battle, but they are powerless to defeat Perfect Cell. Clearly amused by their efforts, Cell allows them to live.
See you later, stinky.
Now it's time for the father-son duo, as they train in the chamber next. Just as with Trunks and Vegeta, we're to do the same combos that are shown on the screen before Goku does, which really is not that easy once he gets revved up. Bro, Goku, he didn't even beat Gohan this hard in the show. Are you serious?
Goku and Gohan emerge from the hyperbolic time chamber.
Training there takes way too much out of me.
The Cell Games. Goku is the first to challenge the monster, and after an impressive display of fighting prowess, he surprises everyone by forfeiting the match. But he offers up an even stronger fighter to take his place, Gohan.
Goku versus Cell Juniors? Okay, I guess we're skipping the iconic fight this time around. Yes, I'm fighting them all at once. They're swinging and shooting ki blasts at me at the same damn time. They're an annoying bunch, but let's just kite one or two away, wipe them out.
As the Z Warriors struggle to survive the vicious attacks of the Cell Juniors, Android 16 attempts to subdue Cell in a desperate move to end the violence. Upon witnessing the peace-loving android's untimely demise, Gohan's rage is at last ignited, much to Cell's delight.
Here we are, the final showdown, and it's against Cell. This is where Gohan gets his one and only win. That's not canon, we're not talking about that. Not canon. Alright, don't get me started on that. This fight is going to require us to fight Cell, up to the point where we transform to Super Saiyan 2, because that's the only way we'd be able to do damage to Cell. This is what the training in the hyperbolic time chamber was about, the bow combo.
Gohan bombards Cell with a series of punishing blows. His final punch so powerful that it causes the monster to spit out the absorbed Android 18. His defeat seems certain. Rather than be defeated by a child, Cell chooses to blow himself up.
Man, this scene pisses me off and makes me tear up every single time. Goku is just saying goodbye to everyone because of this walking disappointment that refuses to take the deed seriously. Anyways, Cell is back. Piccolo mentions that we need to fire one Kamehameha to win the fight, just like Gohan did in the anime. What? Wait, what's going on? Whoa. Hello? Hold on. You didn't give me a second to readjust or recalibrate my brain or nothing. You just kind of just threw me in here.
Catch me if you can.
Gohan summons the last of his strength.
What the fuck just happened?
Father in other worlds. Kamehameha wave overwhelms Cell. When the smoke clears, Perfect Cell is no more, and a new era of peace on Earth has begun.
I just beat the game! Every time we beat a game on stream, y'all can listen to that. I won't hear it. But I did it. With the bow combo. Bow, give yourself credit. Well, everyone throughout all the Cybermen, the Frieza Force, Cell Juniors, and androids, we finally made it to the end of the Cell Saga and the end of Dragon Ball Sagas itself. This game isn't as bad as it was labeled to be. Yeah, it's very janky, the models aren't perfect, and the basic enemy combat can be redundant after a certain point, but that's because this game wasn't scaled for single player either. Despite all that, would I consider this game a classic? I guess you could say.
Is that another word for coffee?